Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, March the 25th. I hope you guys are doing well or having a wonderful day so far. And if you're not having a good day, that's okay. Just allow yourself to go through those emotions, those feelings, and tomorrow's a new day, okay? But yeah, let's jump into it. Let's see what you might need to know. All right, today is the 25th. We are getting closer and closer to the end of March. All right, but I am going to be doing some past life, inner child, work your light, and golden future oracle messages for this video. Okay, you guys know that I like to combine these decks together because it does tell a little bit of a story, right? For some of you guys, you may resonate with it. If you don't force it. But if you do feel like you can take away some wisdom and knowledge, then you are free to do that as well. Also keep in mind these videos are entertainment purposes. I'm not a doctor, okay? But when it comes to like spiritual coaching and things like that, I am into that. I am certified for that when it comes to my certifications because I did do a certification for that. So yeah, I'm into that kind of stuff. I do resonate when it comes to the mind, okay, how to maybe heal the mind as well for some of you that resonate with that. So yeah, let's see what you need to know, what you guys can be, dealing with or trying to work on when it comes to growth. Again, healing does not happen overnight and nobody is 100% healed. And it's almost like, well, then who are you to come on here and give advice if you're saying that no, not everybody's healed? And that is true. Okay, that is valid, right? But at the same time, even when it comes to me, whatever inner work that I'm doing, I'm also sharing that for some of you guys as well, right? Not everything that I do, okay? Some of the things that I learn as well could be through other people's experiences as well, or through my own experiences. So even when it comes to like lived experiences, that is also significant. Everybody has a different path and goes through different things. And then some of you guys could resonate with that situation as well too, where some of you guys are like that, right? You guys are able to resonate with a lot of people. Okay, you've gone through a lot of things. Okay, even sharing your stories could be very significant, whether this is like on the street with a stranger or somebody that you know, or just, people in general, right? Online, etc. So let's see what you need to know when it comes to past life energy. Okay, there could be certain things that you guys could have healed or you guys could have found out when it comes to like your past life. Okay, but let's see what you guys could be needing to know because I haven't really done this deck in a while. So I'm kind of curious to see what the energy is like for today with these messages. Okay, so the number 32 card, imprisonment, okay? There's something about persecution and judgment, right? Now, for some of you guys with the number 32, 3 and 2 equals 5. 5 talks about change, freedom, and adventure. Some of you guys could have felt like in the past when it comes to your creativity and, you partnering up with other people, whether this was your creativity at a job, okay, at home, like just you being your authentic self, basically, right? Like if somebody came and gave you an idea or something, or, came up with something, you were quick to be like, oh, I have this idea, or I have this thought, or we should do this. And people may also look at you and think like, I don't know, but then steal it, okay? Like they steal your ideas and, they never either say thank you or they never say, hey, I appreciate you for, mentioning this, or saying, hey, Collective is actually the one who came up with this idea. You know what I mean? Like there are people in your life, that you guys could have dealt with, whether this is school, your job, your home, whatever, relationships, right? And you could have been the one that was always the one to like bring up certain things. You were like fresh, new ideas, whatever. And people could have made you felt like you were like being judged, or you could have felt judgment from people, or, you felt like you were in persecution when it came to dealing with people, feeling like you were trapped mentally. Like physically you were free, but mentally you felt trapped because of the way maybe people have made you felt. Okay, but this could have been a past life energy, right? Like this may not be currently. For some of you guys, this could be like a few months ago, a year ago, decades ago. But when it comes to past life, meaning like before you were, here in this current moment, that could be also something that you guys resonate and could heal with. Okay, even when it comes to like 12th house energy, that also could be very significant when it comes to loss and grief, things like that, right? And I did mention this like a few days ago too. So take what resonates with that. Even when it comes to your energy too, people could feel very judged by you. They could feel like you persecute them. Okay, when it comes to the energy, say it's reversed, right? But there's something about change as well. Like, even though you could judge a situation, it's not that you walked into a situation judging, it's the fact that you opened your heart, allowed that person to show who they were, and then you judged the situation and moved forward, basically, right? So that could be confirmation. Take what resonates, but the number 5 is very significant when it comes to this energy. Okay, 3 is creativity, 2 is, like I said, balance, harmony, and partnership. So even when it comes to union, that is significant. Even when it comes to also the past, and also people who went through judgment and persecution that maybe didn't deserve that, that also could be very significant. Like 12th house also talks about seen and unseen when it comes to like spirituality. So even that could be something that you guys are either healing within yourself. Say like in your past life you were judged and persecuted because of your skills and talents. Like say you guys do spell work or cards like divination, or maybe you guys had dreams and you spoke about certain things before they happened, and maybe you were judged for that too. So there's something about this time too where you guys could be either healing that as well. That could be significant too. You guys are healing that. You guys are working on healing that. Okay, that could be confirmation, but there is something about that energy that you may resonate when it comes to judgment, right? Either you may feel judged by people, okay, but you guys are working on that and you guys are healing that and understanding that you are who you are. Okay, you are made who you are, okay? You're not somebody who's toxic. You're not somebody who's mean. You're a very kind individual, whoever I'm speaking with. But unfortunately, some people just try you. You know what I mean? Like people try your energy, or people try to, poke the bear, okay? So take what resonates with that, but 5s are very significant. Let's see what else I can get. Yeah. So for some of you with the number 26, you may have felt like you had lost power or control. And when it comes to judgment, like I said, with the number 8, you guys are probably, changing that or switching that, stepping into your control, stepping into your power. Okay. With the number 2 and 6, 2 talks about, partnership. 6 talks about family. Okay. This could be, nurturing, healing. Okay. When it comes to relationships. So even in the past, maybe you were somebody who, were always serving other people. When it comes to like emotions, it may not be about material, but this could be like mentally or emotionally. Like people may have tried to control you, okay? And maybe you may have felt like you lost some type of power, but there's something about you learning to step into your power. And also when it comes to like Phoenix energy, okay? Sorry guys, I had to fix my chair. But yeah, when it comes to like Phoenix energy, that is also significant. Like you guys are, taking power and control back. There's something about reclaiming that. Okay, so let's see what else I can pull out here for you guys. And again, not everybody will resonate with this, but it may be a few people who may have felt like this at one point in time. And this could be clarity and confirmation as well. Readings don't have to be just about what happens just today only. This could be about what have happened in the past, or what has happened, in the last few weeks or months, right? So yeah, strength. I just said this too. You guys are, stepping into your power. Yeah, you guys are showing up as Archangel Michael, or there's something about Archangel Michael protecting you at this time. Strength, courage, and letting go. Okay, completion of cycles. This is about service and compassion, endings and new beginnings. Family is very significant. So even when it comes to like family and children, some of you guys with the number 22 in partnerships, there's something about having strength and courage and letting go of a family dynamic. This could be a parent and child dynamic, something to do with in the past. Maybe you were the one that was always the mental, person, where when it comes to like emotional intelligence, it's like you were the one that's always putting your emotions on the back burner, and you were always there for family, you were always there for friends. And this is not just Cancer energy that I'm picking up on. This could just be any type of water placements in your chart, or even in the past life, your south node is very significant, and a lot of people don't realize this too. Even if you are a fire sign, an air sign, a earth sign, a water sign, in your top 6, your south node and your north node also tell a story as well about your past life, who you were, maybe your characteristics, your traits, things like that, and what you need to heal, what you need to learn from that, and how you need to move forward in your north node, right? So with the number 22, some of you guys, when it comes to parent and child dynamic relationships, some of you guys are releasing that. Like, say in the past, you were the family member that was always being the one that, people would treat you, verbally or mentally wrong. And you would just say, you know what, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to love my family. I'm going to be there for my family no matter what. And now in this time frame, it's almost like you had an epiphany and you realize that, I love family, but I love them from a distance, right? It's almost like realizing that that you're not a part of whatever this dynamic is, this judgment or persecution when it comes to family. You are somebody that maybe felt judged by your family or felt persecuted by your family, okay? Because you decided that you're not going to allow anyone to take control of your power and can take control of you servicing what you want to service. So there's something about service as well, letting go, standing into your strength and courage when it comes to family, releasing that, okay, that in that order, okay, with the number 22. Even with the number 22, stability is very significant because 2 and 2 equals 4. So even that, stability, removing yourself from this so that you can establish your own roots and your own inner strength, okay? And how did you get in here? This is like another card from the same deck that's how you know I haven't used the deck in a while, because the same cards that I'm using today, that card was sticking in there. So luckily I did take out the same deck. But let's see what else you guys need to know when it comes to like inner child energy. Okay, let's see. So let's see what you guys need to know when it comes to inner child energy, whether this is like you healing your inner child wounds, right? Or, whatever traumas that you've dealt with. Okay, let's see though. Okay, so being still could be very significant. You cultivating a space of stillness and silence just to be could be very significant with the number 4, like I mentioned before. 4 is very significant when it comes to stability. Okay, so something about you cultivating your own space or building your own space could be very significant. Being still and being in the quiet for some of you is very significant. So even when it comes to not even just meditating, like some of you guys just like quiet, right? Like, you ever wondered sometimes like why people can just, and I'm not talking about disabilities either, like if you have ADHD or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I mean people who literally like, it's like they don't get triggered by certain things. So you could be sensitive to like light and sound. So if you're doing something, it's like you're doing one thing at a time, right? So for some of you guys, it's like you could just read a book and read a book in silence. Or you could use like binaural beats or frequency beats or things like that to like, help. But listening to music and reading at the same time may be difficult for some people. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, not everybody can do that. So there's certain things that you may like to do that other people may find very odd or weird. Like, you may like being in nature. Okay, you like hugging trees. Okay, you like quiet, right? Maybe you like to sit in the quiet. Like, not to say that you're not doing anything, but you just like that your environment is quiet. And you may have people who may watch TV. It's like you have people that watch TV, then they're listening to music out loud at the same time, and then they have like the radio playing at the same time, and then they have this playing and that playing. It's like you get overstimulated, right? So some of you guys could get overstimulated very easily as well. And so that is why maybe you guys are trying to cultivate a space of stillness and silence so that you can just be, because again, even when it comes to like your mind or people around you, when it comes to like mind control or trying to control you and your power, you may feel like that when it comes to people, right? And maybe that's something that is not true. Maybe it is, right? Like, not everybody can say that they know what it feels like to have somebody trying to control them. Yeah, it is mental, but it is true. People could be going through situations where people are trying to control their power or their, you know, their rights and things like that. And that could be something that you guys could have felt like you lost in your past life. But right now, being in stillness and going within, you guys are claiming your power back energetically. And take what resonates with that, right? If it's not just physically, it's both. It's physically and energetically. Okay, let's see. I'll see if I can get another card. Oh, thank you, Spirit. So yeah, it says flow with the rhythm. It says get lost in the rhythm of movement today. So yeah, moving your body is significant with the number 14. Okay, moving your body is also allowing you to create some type of change within your foundation and shifting your foundation as well. And also when it comes to freedom and structure as well, that is also significant. So even when it comes to being disciplined as well and being adaptable to growth, there's something about you building a truthful foundation, but you're going with flow with the rhythm, okay? Accepting what is. When it comes to the act of acceptance will bring peace, right? Flowers are very significant as well, okay? There's something about having peace within your energy. This could have been, like I said, you know, you guys working on that when it comes to your inner child, right? Even if, you know, say you were younger, maybe you guys, when you were younger, you guys used to be still and you used to go with the flow when it comes to your inner child. But now as an adult, it almost feels like I have to be serious and I have to be perfect and I have to have my life in order. And that's not the case. Everybody grows differently. Everybody learns differently. Like I said before, there's people in their 50s and 60s that are still trying to figure out life as we speak. Who are we to judge? We don't know what people went through in their life. Okay, a lot of things happen in people's lives and they get sidetracked or delayed or rerouted or redirected. Okay, even when it comes to people who move all the time, do you think that person wants to move all the time? No. But accepting and understanding that maybe your path is adventure and movement, okay, is significant as well. Like learning to accept that you're not meant to stay in one place, right? How are you going to afford it? We don't know, right? But Spirit always finds a way to help you or assist you in ways that you least expected as well. So I want to know what you guys could be needing to know when it comes to like you working your light, and then I'll get a future card later. Yeah, so this is about the initiation, the rite of passage, something about you guys crossing a threshold. There's something about you being initiated at this time, okay, when it comes to you working your light, okay, inner child energy with flow. So learning to go or get back into flow when it comes to your rite of passage, right? Following your path, right? With ease and flow, with no consequence, basically. At the bottom of the deck for this one, we have here the ever unfolding rose. Okay, so cracked open. It's like you're being cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you, right? So it's almost like you're being pulled apart layer by layer by layer, going deeper and deeper and deeper within yourself, okay? Seeing things from different perspectives as well. We have transformations, right? Things are changing at a cellular level, okay? Deep healing is significant. Leaping as well. There's something about taking a leap of faith when it comes to you going first and the universe catching you. All right, and trusting your path. It's almost like if you knew that you would be supported in what it is that you're doing, would you still do it? And if the answer is yes, then that's you following your path. If the answer is no, then you're not following your path, right? So even when it comes to like you building something that is from the ground up, whether this is like a job, a career, or you being an entrepreneur, whatever it is, it's like if you knew that you would be supported, would you have done it? Right? For some of you guys, it's a yes. For some of you, it's a no, right? But whether you're being supported or not, some of you guys still moved forward. And that is why the universe could be very proud of you, because when you leap first, they will always catch you. So take what resonates with that, all right? That could be confirmation, all right? Teleportation and levitation, okay? Expanding your gifts and powers are very significant with the number 17, like I said. There's something about you and your service, right? Where people maybe try to control your energy, control your power, but you know who you are. You're letting go. teleportation and levitation is significant. Maybe you guys are levitating at this time, or you feel light, or there's something about you teleporting when it comes to like astral projection. But you are able to teleport while you're in your physical being. Like you could be in the present right now, and you're still able to pick up on energies around you even though you're present right now. 17 talks about what you're manifesting through your faith at this time. So being aligned as well could be very significant in your spiritual leadership. Okay, 8 talks about power, like I said. Homes are very significant. So like I said, when it comes to like where you live, whether this is like your creativity and having fun, there's something about you moving into a new home, or there's something about you coming home when it comes to your gifts. Take whatever resonates in that message, but hot air balloons are very significant when it comes to levitation, you teleporting, birds when it comes to messages, and also community is also significant. So there's something about you building a home that's safe, whether this is a community, okay, or within yourself or within your physical situation right now, right? So living in an ecological and creative and fun space. Some of you guys could be thinking about moving, or this is about you transforming or transporting yourself. Like I said, like teleportation, transport, meaning movement, okay? So deliveries, travel, things like that. There's something about you trusting your path when it comes to you being creative and having fun in the space that you're in right now with the number 9, okay? We have the waters of the planet, okay? Bless the rain, rivers, and oceans, okay? So something about being near water, being close to water. Water is significant, like I said. Even when it comes to you tapping into water, dolphins, okay? Certain sea creatures could be very significant. Okay, 8 again. Some of you guys are going in flow, and there's something about the way that you flow, okay, when it comes to you trusting in your path is very, very significant for some of you. At the bottom, we have the super love portal. It says you accepting yourself as a cosmic being, okay, you understanding that you are not from this planet, you are not of this world, and you're okay with that, you know? Right? So take what resonates with that, but I am going to end it here. All right, guys. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Okay, my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. And like I said, always, 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 guys, move forward. Keep moving forward, even if you have to wiggle a little bit. Okay, dance, sing to yourself. Okay, karaoke, whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, drawing, painting, whatever, walking, even if it's just to go to the grocery store for just a little bit, there's something about moving your energy that could be very significant, okay? And, you know, even when it comes to like hip movement, doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, okay? But hip movement and moving your hips is what allows you to release a lot of tension and stress and things like that within your body. So take what resonates with that too. Some of you are probably doing that right now, or you guys are thinking about doing that. But yeah, I'll end it here. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Happy Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.